I think he shushed you.
Oh, I don't care.
What do you want? What do you want?
We're live.
You had all that time to cough, and you cough while we're on live?
I went like this. And then it just...
Welcome, everyone, to Charlie the Plumber. We're here with Zach and Shelby.
Hey.
A little behind schedule because obviously we had internet problems. Someday we will not have internet problems, and then you guys will go, wait, what happened to you guys?
I think we do it just because it keeps them
On their
wanting
toes.
to watch. Yeah.
Keeps them on their toes. So here we are. We are a couple of days away from Christmas, or at least what we consider Christmas. Would you not consider this Christmas, Shelb?
It's not Christmas.
It is so close to Christmas, you would not believe how close we are to Christmas. We have opening day on Wednesday, and I will definitely be there.
Yep.
You guys will be in Florida.
Florida.
So it should be a good day for you. Look at that. First thumbs up.
Wow.
Well, I've got the truck packed for tomorrow morning. We are officially headed up to Shady Acres tomorrow.
For the third week in a row.
Third day in a row.
No, third week.
Well, I wouldn't call it a week because you're just going up one day during the week.
Have
So
you still been there once every week for the last 3 weeks?
don't you like that?
I'm saying I'm right and you're wrong.
No,
Shelby throat punch him.
I don't think he understands what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. We've been there three days out of the last 1 day out of the last 3 weeks.
Why do you have to say it's so back-assward?
Not sure.
So anyway, we are ready to go. We got the
Don't I love what? When he's gone?
Don't you love me when I'm gone?
You, yeah. Him, no.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Why is my volume so low? Why is everyone's volume so low?
I feel like everyone's screaming at me.
Turn it up. Turn it up. So
Is that
anyway,
better?
That's completely off.
we've
Okay,
got some
Turn
stuff.
us where we need to be.
We've got some stuff going on. We've got we're going up tomorrow, and we're going to finish the new blind for Zach on his food plot field.
Zechariah.
I've got some of the base up because it's all about the base.
But the base.
Got some of that up. I've got some 2x6 up there. We got to get the deck on. Once we get the deck on, we're going to move the old
How
boot.
big is the deck?
The deck should be 8x8-ish. So I know that the one area is 8 foot and the
Is
other
it a nice deck?
It's a bigger deck than normal. I mean, for up there, it's a pretty good sized deck.
Okay, cool.
And it might be a little bit crooked because I can't get it square.
That's true.
So it's hard to get a square deck up there, especially with all the sand and whatnot. You
Yep.
get sand in your deck, and it's horrible. So
What's wrong?
why? Wait, hello. So anyway, yeah. So we've got the truck loaded. I've got a bunch of stuff in there. I can't believe the amount of crap that I take up for a 1 day event. But I hate being not having this stuff.
True.
And the biggest issue is Super K's truck gets like 16, 17 miles to a gallon hauling the trailer, and my Ford gets like 11. So for the extra 6 gallons or 6 miles to a gallon, we're taking Old Blue.
You know why? You shouldn't have chipped that truck.
Shouldn't have. Oh, Chip. No, because I was getting the same friggin' mileage.
What do you mean? As the blue truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't originally. I was getting crappy mileage before, and then I put the chip in it because a lot of people said, oh, the chip is going to help you with mileage. Wah, wah, wah.
Maybe it needs to be reprogrammed.
Well, no, I did talk to a guy last weekend about the programming, and he said kind of what you get is what you get. It's more in the rear axle than it is in the motor itself, because that's
Gotcha.
got the 373 rear axle, where Super K's has got the 353. And if I had to do all over again, I would go with the 353 because we're really not pulling anything substantial. But I didn't know. So it was like, and no one could really tell me, what I needed to do.
And if you would have, whatever you would have lost in the axle by going with the 353, you would have gained still in the power and the mileage.
Correct. So, but yeah, we're loaded, and I just got to hook the trailer up tomorrow morning, or I'll probably do it tonight when you guys leave. Get that all hooked up, and got the new sickle on the front of it. Not sure how that's going to handle things because of you had made a mention about the dirt and grime.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe put some sort of little guard or something
Kinda
there.
like a reflector
Yeah.
on the front.
Yep. Just
That's
some,
probably a good idea.
something to kind of maybe keep the wind off of it and keep the rain and crap and mud and whatever off of it. So anyway, CTP actually bought himself a new scooter. About a week and a half ago, I bought a CT Honda 125. And so I've got that loaded on the truck, and we're getting ready to take that up tomorrow as well. Good evening, Graham. Good to have you here.
Hi, Graham.
I agree.
So yeah, I think we're ready to go. Shelb, how was your weekend last weekend up there? Because we're up there for Zach's birthday. Why don't you guys tell us about the weekend?
It was good. I didn't feel good. I still don't feel good, but it was fun.
And you got the pups were up there. We had
Yes.
so
All the dogs.
yeah. So we went up Thursday night. Super K worked Friday up there. Thursday night, Bailey and Luke come up, and then Friday late afternoon, Zach and Shelby come up. So we had 7 dogs up there.
Crazy.
My daughter has a little issue with her dogs because she's deathly afraid that they're going to go 4 feet without getting.
Oh my gosh, come here. Bad dog.
So basically, they were on a leash pretty much all day. She has a golden retriever and a husky. And I tell you what, that husky friggin', there is hair all over from them 2 dogs. Why do you get the most shedding dogs in the world
Good
and
question.
say, yes, these are the dogs that I love?
Who knows?
Because there was hairballs floating around friggin' Shady Acres. I would scoop up one hairball, I'd throw it in the trash. I'd go, move the broom 3 feet and get another one. But anyway,
What the dog doing?
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get up there, and Zach kind of he's always got to poke at his sister a little bit. So he pokes at a little bit. Hey, we're at a state park. You got to keep your dog on a leash all the time, and his dogs are running in and out of the pond at Shady Acres. And tell me, how was the car ride home? Because that water stinks.
It wasn't bad.
No,
I never noticed
They're-
it.
they're- when
Unless
they're
you're like
dry-
in your face.
When they're dry, it's not bad. But
in your face.
right when we get home, take them one by one. Well, it was raining when we got home, so one by one they went in the bathtub, and I gave him a bath while he unloaded the truck.
So we get up. I get up Saturday morning, and Bailey and Luke are going home Saturday, somewhere's around 11, 12 o'clock. Luke's got a golf out or had a golf outing in Minnesota, so he was flying out Saturday night. I get up. Zach's already up out of bed. He's got his dogs outside, and then all of a sudden I see this leash. No, there was no leash.
No leash.
He had the dog. He had the golden by the collar. He had Carter by the collar, and he's walking Carter through the back door. Next thing you know, door is open. Poof, that dog is outside. I'm thinking, oh, fudge, here we go.
Did you saw it happen?
Oh, look.
I might have saw it happen.
She's here.
Yes. Oh, talking about my dog.
Hello, Bailey.
So I choose to ignore it like I didn't see anything. And next thing you know, I walk outside
That's a
and
millionaire.
their dog, all 4 dogs are out in the water, and they're just friggin' splashing around, having a good old time. And
Doing what dogs should do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it was nice that Carter actually had the chance to go swimming with their cousins. Unfortunately, the Husky, not so much. The Husky is a leash dog for the time being, because maybe it needs a nice shock collar, but that's for another time. But as Bailey always says, I want my dog to live their best life. You've
Well,
heard that before, right?
Yeah,
I
I've
have,
heard that
yeah.
plenty of times.
Yeah. So
I don't know if a leash life is the best life I would want to live.
well, if you're into that type of stuff, I mean, that's one thing, but I don't think her dogs are really into that type of stuff. I did see a TikTok that she posted, which I thought was very appropriate. She's like, I thought my dogs were living the best life on a leash, and she was being very protective of them. And then, bam, the dog's off leash, and you can see when it's running, the ears are flapping, and the jowls are flapping, and it's almost like she's smiling as she's going. Like that, Shelf. Come on, do it with me, Shelf.
Come on,
do it with me, Shelf.
Come on, Shelf.
Come on,
Do
Shelf.
it.
It's like, I'm so happy. It hurt my freaking shoulder. Oh. But anyway, so the dog has officially learned how to swim. Luke come out and basically threw the dog in the water, which didn't need to get thrown in because she was, splashing around by herself. So that was a good thing.
It took a while to get that dog from going off the shore a little bit, like.
Well, I didn't want to get his feet wet,
Yeah.
Mom always said, don't stay out of that puddle. You're getting your feet dirty.
Emotional damage.
But anyway, so that was good. The dog has finally learned that it can go out and have fun with its cousins. So always a crazy time up at Shady Acres. I did stop at the store today because I think we drank everyone else's beer up there.
Yeah.
So I did stop and get a 30 rack. I'll probably take a couple more 30 racks up for next week. Just to make sure that, I don't want to drink anyone else's stuff without replacing it. So that's in the car. We're ready to go on that one. But yeah. So other than the dogs in the water, so we did have a little issue up at Shady,
Okay.
which was a little bit late in the evening for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
So what happened was I have 2 Jack Russells. I have one that is a godson, just absolutely.
Godsend, not a godson.
That's what I said. A godson. A godson. It can be your godson if you would like it. Godson, same friggin' thing. It's
not.
off 1-2 letters. But anyway, so we have the.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So anyway, we realized Super K's sitting there about 3 dozen pops in, and she happens to look over. And she says, "Oh shit. I think the dog is eating a decon or a mouse thing. It wasn't this long. It was like this long." And I go, "No, it didn't happen because all that stuff is up on the shelves." Because we've kind of learned over the years that you don't want to put that down. Well, come to find out, old Maggie May found a piece of rat poison.
Maggie?
Or I'm sorry, Maggie was the last dog from hell.
R.I.P..
Yeah,
From hell? That's rude.
well, they're pretty much like friggin'. I think they're the same dog in the same body or a different body.
They're fine.
So we find this. So I take off trucking. I mean, like trucking. I'm like running across the yard. You can barely see me going inside because I'm running so fast.
Lightning.
Going in, looking for, because now they say that the big thing now is, years ago we put salt in the dog's throat and you make them throw up. Nowadays they say hydrogen peroxide, so I take off, and I'm for sure that when you walk into the bathroom at Shady Acres, you open up the medicine cabinet. In the medicine cabinet, inside the wall, is that hydrogen peroxide.
There probably was some. You know where it all went?
Where?
On Freddy's fucking shin.
Oh yeah, yeah, it could be when he slammed the shovel into it and cut half his shin open. So I go in there, I open up the bathroom door, and it's like, shoot, we've remodeled this thing like 8 years ago, so the stuff is gone. So I go into the bedrooms, go into the closets. I'm looking around, and I'm like friggin', like
Panicking.
where the hell is everything at? And I'm kind of counting, looking at my watch. Okay. So I come back out, couldn't find it. So I grabbed the salt shaker on the way out, and it had about maybe that much salt in it. Out I go. I'm unscrewing the top, shove the top in my pocket so I don't lose it. And Bales has got the dog, got her mouth open, and I take that salt. And I'm trying to dump it. The dog's shaking her head, trying to get the friggin' away from it. And so we get it in her throat. We rub her throat, kind of hold on to her for a bit, set her down, and she doesn't do nothing. Like, God damn it. So, gosh dang it. So anyway, we go and I said, she needs more salt. So I pick up Bales picks up the dog again, goes to open her mouth. And by this time, the dog knows what the hell's coming. So I go to dump it down in. She shakes her head, and now she's got salt in her eyes. She's got it in her mouth and all over the place. So now I feel like, worse than what I did before. Put the dog down. And what happened? Finally, the dog threw up. And I'll tell you what, there was a good pile. I was very happy with the amount of rat poison that we found in there. I was able to scoop it with a shovel. She threw up multiple times after that, but nothing. It was just bio at that point. But so anyway, that's the story. If you ever have a dog that gets into something like that.
I didn't know that about salt.
I didn't know about salt either.
So that
It's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
That was old school years ago. And before they said you don't need a ton because it will dehydrate the dog super bad. That's why they went to the hydrogen peroxide, and they say a little bit and it will immediately make that dog throw up. But with what we had going on, we didn't have a choice. So happy because as we're standing outside, I look at the dog, and the dog is kind of like, and I said this in the worst gut-wrenching feel I could feel in my body. I said, Bills, the dog is dying. Because I thought the dog was just going to tip over out there and friggin' just die right there. And for whatever reason, she kind of spruced back up a little bit, and whether she was trying to throw up or what the story was, and knock on wood.
Yeah.
Everything's good, and we went on with our evening, and we had some more cocktails.
So I was going to do a couple giveaways,
But nobody's here.
but no one's friggin' here. I mean, we got 10 people.
Bailey asked what time the live started. What time did it start?
7:10.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I
Ready up and buddy. I haven't heard that one in a long time. You're doing a very good job on the buttons tonight. You're quick and witty with it.
So anyway, that was good. That was very good. So anyway, yeah, we
forgot that was your voice. None of me remembered that until right now. Graham said first aid stuff is on the top shelf across from the water heater.
Well, now I know.
Well, and also now there is a fresh jug of hydrogen peroxide that I brought up. Where is it? Where'd you put it?
It is in the the top shelf of the cabinet to the right of the kitchen.
That was a lot of direction.
So it's in the coffee cupboard.
Oh.
So what I'll do now at that point is we'll move that now that we know where first aid is.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a first aid here or something like that. That way everyone knows. But that way we'll stick that there.
I texted Lurch and I was like, well, what do you think about me just 3D printing a whole bunch of poison containers that have lids that you put in that little, like the ones you would buy,
Sure.
because then we can put them anywhere,
Right.
and then the mouse is still going to go in and get it,
Right.
and then but it has a lid that the dog can't freaking get to.
I think that's a great idea because now obviously we have younger kids that are going to be up there again. We have pups. We have bigger dogs. We have dogs that aren't so smart. We've got dogs that aren't so smart. We got dogs that
not so smart.
Yeah. So anyway, that would probably be a good thing. And plus, it wouldn't hurt to have a good first aid kit up there because you never know who's going to cut themselves with a shovel. You never
That's true.
know. You never know if someone's going to stab themselves with a shovel or not when they're out putting food plots in. And
Shelby,
What?
now on to the good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
Do you got your phone? I only got a couple percent. Can you show Shelby what our trail looks like going up to the UP?
sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
So we got a text the other day from Prison Mark. He was up boozing with Stahava bin Laden,
I
and
thought Prison Mark lived down here.
he does, but they drove up for the weekend, for a long weekend, whatever it was.
They're up there for the week. Him and Lonnie and Tony and Stahava have been drinking.
Yes. So they went out to the old country, which the old country is what we call our seat or our where we put our tent. And I'm talking to you, Shelby.
Okay.
And we get a text. There's a full friggin' stream running over the road that we have to drive through.
So here is the video.
I would probably make sure he doesn't swear. Turn that down.
Okay, we'll turn that right on off. So basically, we have to drive through this back
I've
creek.
been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like, there's more water than we've ever seen, and there used to be a decent amount of water.
So if you look at that
Oh my
right there,
gosh.
that's a
Friggin'
lot of water.
flowing.
That's a lot of water. And this is basically going down into our camp. We've got a low area that we have to go through. We have to go through to get back. And it's been there. There's always water there. And there is a giant rock in the middle of it. No, I think we
No,
got
we
the
moved
rock
that.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the rock out a few years ago
Do you
because
smell what he's cooking?
excuse me?
Do you smell what he's cooking?
Who?
The Rock.
Oh, I don't know if I still got it. Anyway,
It's a wrestling quote. You wouldn't understand.
I would, but it's not Bobo Brazil or Andre the Giant or 24-inch pythons. May you rest in peace.
Brother.
But anyway,
Left out the best part.
so going into our trail in the UP last year, obviously they logged some of it. And this year we get a phone text from the guys from Bucksnort Camp that say, hey, we've got a major issue going on. And we're still not 100% sure what's going to happen when we get up there in.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we have until we get up there to make that decision. Because
Well, you're still going to pack the stuff like you're going to go back to the same place that you always go to, but you have to in the back of your head or in the front of your head, you also have to say, okay, guys, if we can't get back there, what is our alternative? And the alternative is probably that one of the big cut open areas. The problem that we have this year is with Lurch not going this year. Now we've only got one vehicle that we could potentially take. Do we need to take two? Might not hurt, but do we take two? Do we take one? Do we hope that we don't need a second one? I mean, these are all things to think about.
yeah,
So at that point, getting out there in the woods on a single 2-track that goes 1 mile 1/10 off of the beaten path.
but also our other issue is we have potentially 2 other camps that are going to say, whoa, maybe not, they won't say this, but that's their spot.
Correct.
That's where the Reeds have been hunting. That's their spot that it was just opened up. So how do you go and say, whoa, we're going to take your spot now?
Well, and the thing last year is they actually they didn't want to be in that open area. They didn't want to be in that giant open area. So they actually picked up and boogied. The question being is we can do one of two things. Obviously, the first thing we can do, or we can do one of multiple things, but the first thing we can do is we can obviously put the tire chains on and see if we can get through. I mean, if the waters, they went back, so Prison Mark went back there after the event or after a couple of days later, and he said the water did subside quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they went through there, though, he said it was 1.5 feet deep, which is pretty friggin' deep,
Yeah.
especially the amount of water that you're going through there. And going through the creek, it's a hard bottom. We've never had an issue with that. But the problem is now it's washed upstream, so we really don't know what we're running into as far as that goes.
Edward.
Hello, Edward. So we really
yeah.
don't know what we're
going on,
running
Edward?
into. So it's a case of we're kind of going in blind per se. And now we've got one less person this year because of babies in the event. So now it's like you have to go in saying, okay, our options are a couple of different ways. First option, stay at Stahov's, set up camp there. I don't know if people are super or stay in his camp if we're invited. I don't know if that's a super great idea for our camp. I mean, we do it the day before, day after, wherever the case may be. But, it's kind of one of them things that you're at your own camp and you want to be at your own camp. And if you can't get back to it, now it's like, okay, what do we do?
Yeah.
Do we now make this area as our new camp and go from there? I mean, I guess we'd have to look at it once we got up there.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a game time decision.
it will pretty much be, I would think it will be a game time decision.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
we've tried to throw some stuff out to the two other old guys, and you don't get a whole lot of response from them sometimes.
I mean, there's got to just be a question that needs to be asked, and that's it. Rather than beating around the bush, plain Jane, do you want to fucking do this or not? And then if they say no, but then you just have to, everyone's got to listen to every side and understand that at the end of the day, and the thing we're talking about is the other camp, the Reed camp, mentioned to us that it would be cool to do 1 year of one big camp.
You want to do that without Lurch, though?
Regardless, we don't have a choice.
Oh.
But it gets down to the point of like, if we're going to keep going to the UP, we have, and obviously there's going to be a point where we probably don't go to the UP for a couple years because the old guys don't go to the camp, or go up there. But then the problem is like when Lurch and I say we want to go back, then who the fuck did we go with?
Yeah.
Because it's 2 guys here, 2 guys there, 2 guys elsewhere, and then eventually no one goes.
and that is one thing. That is history that we've had, history that you guys have had. And it's one of them things that camp is not always about going out and killing a deer, shooting a buck, going out hunting every day, hunting hard. Camp is sometimes always about, or a lot of times is more about the camaraderie of being with good friends and family over time. And it's going to be a thing where let's not beat around the bush. 5 spots older. I'm older. We're all in decent health right now. Not to say that it's going to continue that way. You hope like hell it's going to be that way, but let's get right down to it. We've got 20 years, and 20 years will be like a snap of the hat, like that. Grandpa Larry, he quit going at 70 years old, I'm going to say. Jay Bear, probably about 72, 73, something like that. I'm thinking with the way that our camp is and how we're conducting ourselves, I think that we could probably make it into our 80s. I'm guessing, but then it becomes, now our camp is going to need to expand, and we're going to have to take 4-wheelers up. If if you can't walk, now you're going to have a bigger trailer hauling 4-wheelers up, so that you can get to your blind. If you've got a bad hip or a bad whatever, is it calling you a bad person because you're getting on your 4-wheeler and you're riding to your blind that you've hunted in for 30 years?
No.
I don't think so. I mean,
no, because at the end of the day, to be honest, hunters are the most judgy freaking people there are.
that's,
You're going to ride a 4-wheeler out to your blind? Shut the fuck up.
that has a lot of that. Well, I won't say a lot of it has changed.
No, because it's still, now it's, you'll get the occasional old guy that's still sitting on that wrap seat on a tree, and it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well,
But
and
also, you can argue that the same way. Why do you care that he's in a wrap seat?
no, I don't. I
Oh.
don't. That's what I'm saying is I don't care if I'm saying the opposite. If you are for the love of hunting and the camaraderie and all that stuff, if you need a four-wheeler to get to your seat
Mm-hmm.
to be able to continue to hunt and do
Mhm.
something that you enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
use all the tools possible. If you need someone to friggin' sit with you because you can't see but you want to be in the deer blind, do that. I mean, I'm saying use everything you can to be able to enjoy yourself in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And that I would definitely agree with that. And I know that exactly what you're saying. That kind of leads into next week. Next week, Wednesday, the season opens.
What season? Bow season?
October 1st is bow season.
Okay.
I won't say.
Bow.
Yeah, I'm going to be hunting whitetail butts down in Florida.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
How long is bow season?
It's for the month of October.
Oh, so you can when we get back.
Yeah, as long as my weekends align and
Mhm.
I'm trying to, maybe if I can get 2 days off back to back,
Yeah.
I'd be good.
Go up during the week or something.
Mm-hmm.
So and that leads to the next thing. Okay, we've all, when I first started hunting, we shot in the UP. One of the first years that we were up there, we shot 8 spike horns. I think
What?
biggest
same
buck we ever
year?
seen. Huh?
The same year. 8.
Same year.
That's why there's
Same
no
year.
friggin' nice deer up there anymore.
That was the year that, when you went up there, you were shooting deer. You were super excited to shoot a friggin' spike, and Lurch actually won it, not by the width. I think he ended up winning it because his was taller than someone else. I really don't know. But it becomes a point where now we're seeing some okay bucks, some good bucks, some decent bucks, some better bucks at Shady. It's like you almost look at the deer you see on camera now and you go, I don't know if I should shoot that, if I'm going to catch hell on that. if
in the
people are
UP,
gonna-
you shoot anything.
No, I understand that. But,
Oh, you're talking about at Shady?
at Shady, you look at it and you go, is that something that, because, everyone claims, you shoot whatever you want, but you're going to be judged.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're going to be judged on something like that.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, who cares?
Well, and that is, that goes back to, it's your tag. You do whatever you see fit. And
Now, as long as you're following, if there is a camp rule that says, okay, we're going to 8 or bigger. If it's 8, you're good. I think you get a little too technical when you say, okay, it's got to be outside the ears, and then it's got to be long tines and a certain thickness of friggin' horn mass.
well, and that was something that it started out when G-Paw was around, when Gramps was around, it was 6-point or bigger. Just
Why?
because you wanted to get something that, you wanted to try to start growing some horns. Well, then it never officially went to an 8-point or bigger, but I think in the back of some people's heads, we said, hey, let's try to leave the smaller deer go. Now, last year we had a 5-point that was absolutely crazy. It was outside the ears. It was a real nice buck. And some people said, well, it's only a 5. You can't shoot it. If it would have stepped in front of me, I'm sorry, I would have friggin' shot it.
Because I know it's against the rules.
Well, it's an unwritten rule that, yes, it should have been let go. But
Okay, so if that's the case, camp should have you want to shoot something less than a 8, you pay $25 in the buck pool.
So we used to have that years ago. We used to have a case where Gramps' rule was, because now if you open up the camera and the pictures, you see 6, 8, 10 deer in that food plot first thing in the morning at nighttime. There are not all bucks. Most of the time you're seeing does in there.
I bet you go back to regular trail cams where you have to pull the card.
Yep.
and you don't get that instant gratification of, oh my gosh, look at that deer, look at that deer.
Right.
You're way more shocked the minute a 4, 5, 6 point walks in front of you instead of instant like, oh yeah, I saw that one.
Right.
Speaking
And
of-
that's the thing. I mean, it's like, so you've got people there saying, I've got 2 deer that I'm going to kill, or I would like to kill. That's great. But for me going up there, now I'm looking at it, there's a 10 point up there that to me it's a decent buck. I mean,
10?
it's
11.
Or is it that 11?
well, we have both. But the 10 has been coming into the food plot on a regular basis.
Does that account for how old they are or no?
No.
No.
That's purely genetics. It's
Mm.
it's the way they were born, the mother, the deer that bred them in the past and stuff like that.
Okay.
But you look at it and you look at outside the ears, inside the ears. I mean, that deer there, the ears are folded back. That's a 9 point, as I recall. That's probably a 1.5-year-old deer.
Okay.
I like that deer. I mean, I see it's an unfortunate thing because they say shoot what makes you happy. I shot this one
Shooting
last
a
year.
deer would never make me happy. I
But-
couldn't do it.
But eating the sausage makes you happy,
yeah, I couldn't actually kill it, is what I'm saying.
but you could eat the sausage.
Yeah, I couldn't kill it.
But we've
Okay,
we've
no.
talked about this before, though.
I just couldn't kill it.
There's a pride in taking the game because there
Yeah,
you
but
look at
not
it from
me.
2 aspects. One of them being the number of deer car accidents a year that kill people.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, that deer's life isn't nearly as valuable as a human life.
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not saying that it's like
You just couldn't do it.
I just couldn't like kill a living thing.
Yeah.
But
Must
you want
be
me to
hard.
smash
We
that
got-
spider?
We got a couple friggin' mice running around the store. I'm waiting to friggin' curb stomp those bastards.
I seen one run into the clearance section when I was up there a couple of times
Bastard.
ago. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's one of these things that, so it's a case of I'm hoping this year to shoot myself a doe. And it's going to be just one of them things that it's going to have to present itself. There's a couple of big old pig does, but I'm one of these that if it's got kids with it, I won't shoot it
yeah.
because of the issue that I had before. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
would be
one
crazy.
of them things that has to be a single doe by itself. And when you get the single doe, you better look really close because a lot of times that's a friggin' knobby coming in.
What's that?
Mhm.
Knobby's one that's got little horns on it that haven't broke through or just broke through. Usually the mom will kick them out. After a
Oh.
while, the mom will say, "Get your
Get
ass
out
out
of here.
Go
You
on
gotta-
now.
You're
get."
27. You got to buy a house now. Get the hell out of here.
That's right.
Wait, why?
Because
I'm
they
not
they just get to a point where the moms will kind of say, okay, it's time for you to go on your merry way
hmm
and do your own thing, and that may be something you have to look up and see why that happens.
This says, a yearling has small spikes. 2.5 to 3.5 years old are larger, and 4.5 to 6.5 are peak antler size. So that one's probably 4.5 to 6.5 years old then.
No.
Okay, guys. Sorry.
Well, no. So a lot of it you see in the back. So if you're looking at their
You
back,
said that if it's hunched down, then
if it's got a little dip, that means it's older.
Yeah.
But it could be 3. It could be 4.
Yeah.
Odds are it's probably not, because normally the older it gets, the more. See the horns here, Shelb? The thicker those get. You get more mass on them as long
okay.
as they have decent genetics.
So have you? And I know that you were locked onto the camera before.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah,
on
I
the-
was supposed to be locked on again, but then he left my phone behind for his birthday lunch, and then he couldn't log me into his trail cam.
Oh, well that's not very.
Do you
nice.
want his or mine? Because you see way more deer on his.
I
You
want
do
yours.
Okay.
Well, you should be able to get both of them.
We got to set that up. We got to share them.
Is Timmy in the well? I have a dog here that's looking at me going, either I need to go outside or maybe Hank got left outside and he's looking to get back in, or I'm not sure what the hell's going on. So
Yeah.
we'll try to ignore her for a little bit and see what happens.
I can go
Okay.
check.
But yeah, so
Did you leave a dog outside? Is that
I
what
don't-
you're saying?
I don't think so, but I'm thinking that either she has to go outside or she's wanting to know why Timmy is in the well still, because she's looking at me like that.
Understood.
What was that, Lassie? That Lassie movie?
I don't remember, but it's something.
That's
So-
only one camera right now.
We'll do the other one.
That's my other one's not working.
There's 10 people watching, but nobody's talking.
Oh, Badass is here. Welcome, Badass.
Oh, there he is.
Um,
Yeah.
So Shelby had a little issue last week. She
I did.
come home with she was eating razor blades up north.
I was not eating razor blades. I felt like I was swallowing razor blades.
Oh. So with that being said, I come home, I fired up the sauna for her and got her in there so hopefully she could sweat some of that stuff out. But yeah, she's got a little cold in her nose.
Yeah.
So,
I feel a lot better than I did, but yeah.
and Mom has also got a cold in her nose as well.
Does she? Is she
Yeah.
blaming me?
I think she might have said something.
That frickin'
she
batch.
might have said your name this morning. But I tried to get her to go into the sauna, and she's just not a sauna person. So it's like there's nothing I can do. If it's like the dog thing. Some dogs like to go swimming. Some dogs like to be on a leash. So some dogs like to go in the sauna. Some dogs don't. There's nothing you can do.
It's true.
We need to starting our next live stream.
Yes,
We're not super consistent, but we're better than we were.
correct.
You need to go through everything that you've found or received through CTP,
Okay.
and every live stream we're going to do giveaways.
Okay.
I have a hat, a shirt, 2 backpacks, and a vest that would probably get thrown in one of the backpacks.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
We're going to start getting rid of some of the stuff that they've sent that we just don't have a use for,
Yes.
and just start.
So here's another thing, guys, and I don't know who's out there, who's not out there as far as that goes, but this was made by Small Town Laser Creations, and this, in my opinion, is the greatest thing that he's made for me in a while, or one of the, I'm going to say one of the top 5s. And what this is, guys, so in the UP, I normally will shoot an Encore rifle, single shot. So you got one bullet in your pocket or you got one bullet in a gun and you got like 4 or 5 jingling around in your pocket, drives you absolutely up a wall. So this one here was one that he 3D printed.
Dino She.
That's
Hello.
what?
What?
We got a new person.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Hello.
it's dinner.
It's a mustache.
Dinner just come flopping out. But anyway, this thing holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shells. So this will go
It's
right.
magnetic.
This is magnetic.
Magnetic close.
Oh yeah. So it holds it shut. And this will go right in my pocket, which is pretty cool. I'll be able to fit that right in the pocket, whether it be back pocket, front pocket, whatever the case may be. So pretty cool. If you got something where you got shells flopping around, you might talk to Small Town about getting one of them. And you even got the designer Charley the plumber on the front of it. That would be cool if we could get that so it lit up some way. Like if it was
That?
like
No.
So if that red was like
You'd be pissed. It'd be too bright in your friggin' deer blind. Then
Oh
you'd,
no!
You'd cut all the wires.
Wow! Wow!
Bastard.
But anyway, yeah. So we've got some stuff going on. You want to give some stuff away, which is pretty cool.
I want to give away all the stuff that we just have a lot of.
Connie said, "Hi guys, just got home.
Hi,
Oil
Connie.
change and overspent on food and stuff for our UP trip." And then Eric said, "CTP, never effing happy." Sounds about right.
That's true.
Wow.
That
Sounds
is
about
true.
right.
Wow. Yeah, so we got, and the other day I received so I went out and I spent a little more money.
You what? Can you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him. He said he spent a little bit more money.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
So I bought a rocket stove.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hurt?
Rocket Man.
Why?
Because I'm planning on
Shelby,
So
you think I'm bad. I have like big things I want to buy. I don't buy everything though.
You do, kind of.
so this
Shut up, Shelby.
So this was a Chason rocket stove that I
you bought
bought.
theirs? Okay.
And I bought it, and I'm hoping that my goal is to be able to put it in the gazebo outside.
Who's it from?
Chason
Chason, the one that
The-
made his
made
Blackstone.
my smoker.
Okay.
Or yeah.
So I have not even opened it yet. Still in the box out there. I thought I'd do a little
you
unboxing.
ordered the welding kit one where you have to weld it.
Yeah,
now.
no, I was smarter than that. I ordered the 4-inch, so it's not super big. I didn't think that I needed something that was super big, but I have no idea what these things are all about, other than what you see. You know,
Did you go with the ultimate or just the 4-inch rocket stove?
just the 4-inch rocket stove, $250, I
$50.
think. So what my goal is I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on our table where our burner is outside, and I'm going to try to fire it inside the thing and see if it will just vent up and out through the roof,
Okay.
because we've got that
It's-
screen roof up there.
Is it solely for heat?
Yes.
It's more for cooking.
Oh. What are
Really?
you going to cook on
Yeah.
it?
I don't think so.
No, I mean the ultimate kit comes with
Yeah, that comes with the top
Off-grid
stuff.
cooking,
but it's-
emergency preparedness, and reducing health problems with indoor smoke.
There's no way that you're going to carry this thing if you're backpacking out in the middle of nowhere. There's no way you're going to carry this thing as a backpack thing. So it's one of these things that I bought it. I figure, you know what? I think I'm going to like it. I hope I'm going to like it, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would use it for. I mean, I could see the 6-inch producing a decent amount of heat, but you'd have to.
And it's one of these things that I really don't know what kind of heat it's going to produce, how much it's going to produce. I really don't know.
I mean, I'm
It's one of those
intrigued.
things.
I hate when I run out of water before the show's even done.
There's a little bit left in here if you want.
No, because you could have put your lips on there and might get me sick where I'm drinking razor
I
blades.
haven't drank that in probably 3 weeks.
I agree with
4
that, Cooney.
weeks, 5 weeks. What?
BA should be rubbing her feet.
You should be rubbing my feet.
You haven't done anything to deserve it.
Oh, all right.
Put your phone down.
I don't have my phone on.
I'm talking to him.
Oh.
No, I was no, I was looking at friggin' Timmy over here is coming down to tell me friggin' Timmy's in the well again. Not sure what the hell's going on. Was the other dog inside?
Standing up at the top stairs staring at me. I
Huh.
said, you guys want to go outside? And they just,
They went.
yeah,
Where's your-
basically.
Where's your wife?
My wife is golfing.
How
So
long will she be gone?
I have no idea
I was
because
just wondering if they heard maybe her coming in. What if she fell in the driveway and they're trying to tell you?
well, it's not the well, so it's not like she's going to drown.
That's true. She's
We'll
just
be able to
laying
get her
there.
when we go back out. I mean, she
Yeah,
could
we got like an hour
theoretically
left.
she could crawl in, unless she's really hurt. Then we could always get something. But
You're wrong for that.
why am I wrong? I agree. I agree with that turd coming at me. Anyway,
Where'd that fish come from?
so that is
Dill.
Dell's fish.
Is it?
Yep.
R.I.P.
Graham said, I think the other Graham said, I think that Dell's fish would look awesome in your studio, and I totally agree with that.
And that's the first time she ever got rid of something.
No,
Yeah.
she's actually given us a couple of things. I got a couple of things I'm going to give to Zach as well, so you guys can store them and not me.
Fantastic. I love storing stuff.
I love throwing things away, so
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
I don't think you'll throw this away though. You got
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple of things that you'll hold on to. I'm not
These
sure
ones-
why.
These ones are fine.
It's not like you're
They
ever
won't be out
gonna.
in the open.
It's not like you're ever gonna get rid of them. So, But no, there's, so anyway, 4 days away, 5 days away from opening day of bow season. Make sure you buy your license now because our state of Michigan government may be closing down opening day, which I
Did you get yours?
I
No,
have
you gotta
had
do
the
that.
issue where I've forgotten to buy my license and I've had to buy it on the way up north at one of these little hooligan gas
Why don't you
stations or
guys
something.
go tomorrow since you're gonna be together tomorrow?
We don't have no time tomorrow. We're gonna have to get our up there and get our shit done.
Okay,
Yeah,
on
he
your
wants to-
way, on
he
your
wa-
way home.
He wants to leave at
How long does it
noon.
take to get it?
You
It takes
just shut up.
It takes 2 seconds to get it. What do you
Oh.
mean? We have no time.
All we have to do is go
no
on
time.
this weekend, Shelby.
No time.
Shelby.
You have time.
So what he's going to do is you guys are going to get on your little and you're going to go to
No.
the little store.
I
There's
don't-
nowhere around us.
Yeah. You
Does the
can't.
store across the street from you guys sell that?
Nope.
Because they've got ammo.
We have ammo.
You have ammo now.
It'll be here in a couple days.
They
but
that and I don't know.
my goal is to buy a box a week of something.
Probably be good.
Some mustache hair.
Please don't put that on me anywhere. I don't feel good.
Punch.
Please don't. Don't touch me either.
So have you heard anything about this? The hell is it?
Use your words.
What the hell's that?
Hold on.
Something about Michigan?
No. The EHD in Ohio.
Is this with the deer where they actually get the disease and then they go to the water and they die?
Yep.
So
What?
I have heard bits and pieces.
I've heard it's very bad.
Really?
Very bad. So there's a deer drone recovery on YouTube that I've been watching him.
Correct.
He did a little podcast, video, whatever you want to call it. And some guy said, "Hey, I want you to come out and fly my property, check out my herd, blah, blah, blah."
You heard?
His deer herd?
Deer herd.
Okay.
You heard?
You heard. And he said while he was flying the property, it was horrific.
Really?
They found like 20 to 25 deer
Wow.
dead. All adult deer, big deer. Obviously, Ohio, you get a lot much bigger.
Sure.
Why?
I don't know why, but that's just the case. Probably more farmland. But there's like 20 to 30 deer on every property he's been flying over.
That is crazy.
And I think that could be really bad,
So
Why?
especially if it's killing off it's a lot of bucks, it sounds like.
what exactly is EHD?
So let me search it. EHD stands for
Erect.
I'm gonna cancel you.
episodic hemorrhage disease. It's a viral disease that primarily affects white-tailed deer through other wildlife remnants. Though other wildlife remnants also can get it too. Here's what you should know. It's caused by orbovirus, and it spreads by the bite of midges, tiny gnats, basically. Most common during late summer, early fall, when midges population peaks. Can cause sudden high mortality in local deer populations. Some deer die within days of the infection, while others develop longer illness, chronic form.
So here's my question to you and Ohio. Do they have an EHD issue or do they have a midge issue? Because it sounds to me like the midges are so crazily out of if they're biting all these deer and killing these deer, where does a midge come from? I mean, is it something that they need to spray to get rid of these? Or I mean, that to me that sounds like it's more of a bug issue than a deer. I mean, obviously it's a deer issue as well, but these midges are killing the friggin' deer. So is it going to be, hey, we can't hunt no more in Ohio because these midges are now causing a
Bye, Graham.
disease? Bye, Graham.
Bye, Graham.
Are they causing a disease where now they're going to say, it's not safe for you guys to eat the deer?
No, it just said that there's no impact on eating the venison, any of the above.
I find that I call bullshit on that. And the reason I call bullshit is because we've had a couple of deer that were so I've been in contact with a couple of deer that have had the cyst inside.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them in Michigan. And it's only in certain areas. And to me, they say, oh, it's fine. You can eat that. There's no way in hell I'm going to eat that stuff with them little friggin' cyst inside a friggin' deer.
It's immunity varies in region where EHD occurs often. Some deer have partial immunity in places where outbreaks are rare, like much of Michigan. Deer have less resistance, so mortality can be higher. One herd, so localized outbreaks, one herd near a swamp may get hit harder, while others a few miles away may see no effect at all.
So are these midges per se? Do they have any effect on humans?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It says, where did I see it?
How big is a midge? Like a mosquito?
It's like a gnat.
Like a gnat.
Yeah.
So it's very small.
Real small.
Wow.
So human and livestock risk, not a threat to humans. You can't get EHD from deer, mosquitoes, or eating venison. Doesn't typically infect cattle, but a related virus, blue tongue, does.
What is blue tongue?
We're not talking about cattle. We're talking about deer.
Okay. Okay.
So I texted my friend Bianca, who's from Ohio.
Yeah.
And I asked her I said, does Connor's family hunt? Because I'm talking about her husband, because I know she doesn't. And she said they do not. Why? And I said, we're talking about hunting. And Zach and his dad said that bucks in Ohio are bigger than they are in Michigan. And she said, that checks out. Them corn-fed deer.
True story. Absolutely.
You should. I'm surprised you didn't say something about Ohio State.
No, she loves Ohio State,
I
though.
know something good about Ohio State.
She went to Ohio State.
So the virus and its host range. EHD is caused by blah, blah, blah virus. This virus has evolved to replicate in remnant species like white-tailed deer, elk, mule deer, and pronghorn. Who said that, Bill? Viruses depend on specific cell receptors, so internal conditions in the host body to infect and replicate. Human cells do not have the receptors or the internal environment the EHD virus needs, so virus cannot be established.
So is there a way to get rid of the midges? And I guess what I should have done is when we first started talking about this, I should have fired the text to friggin' Billiam to ask him, hey, have you heard anything about the EHD? Because he's right in downtown farm country where he's at. And I haven't actually talked to him. So
I was just going to say, do you still talk to him?
Yeah, every now and again we'll get on the horn with each other, but it's one of them things that I texted him the other day, wished him a happy birthday. He was going to a funeral of his uncle, I think.
That's sad.
So it was like, one of them things that really wasn't a good time to call. And then he sent me a snap of him coming back after it, and I'm thinking they were celebratory, or he was cheers the uncle.
Yeah.
And he had a few beers, and basically,
Why does he gotta make it weird?
Who?
Never mind.
Because he
You were
makes the
being
cough
tempted.
noise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
because there was this many that were empty. and he was going to the house. And you know, it was one of them things that, you know, it was.
But you can leave that part out.
I just said
said
he
it-
had a couple of beers.
But when you say, it's
so you can
obvious.
reduce midges, but you usually can't eliminate them because they're bred in wet areas. So basically, it says eliminate standing water, aerate ponds, improve.
So you're never
drainage.
going to get rid of them.
No.
Because I was questioned the other day if the midges, is one of these things that they're not going to fix, and is it going to be a case where Ohio DNR says, you know, you really can't, really shouldn't be hunting these things, or are they going to do a spinoff where they're going to play it against the deer and the deer population and the deer hunting? You know, kind of like you know, going on the other side of it, where, you know, there's
CWD in Michigan.
yeah, something like that. Bill, not really without hurting other insects. You can treat staying water where the midges are at. Okay.
I told Bianca that you said that thing about Ohio State. She said, I thought about saying it, but listen, I got stopped by a whole cow the last time I visited my grandparents. I said, a wild cow? That's crazy. I can honestly say that's never happened to me. She said, I think it escaped. And then she sent a video. I didn't watch it, but it's literally just a cow walking down the side of the road toward her car.
That would be a great TikTok video. I'm sure she can make something out of it.
Funny.
So it says, yes, Ohio is taking steps now in response to HD outbreak. It's not that they can eliminate midges, but wildlife conservation agencies are doing what they can to monitor, respond, and mitigate damage. Here's what's happening and what you might expect. Public reporting of dead deer and sick deer. No one's going to do that. No one wants to report to the friggin' DNR.
No, because they don't want DNR nose into their own business.
Exactly. Disease monitoring and confirmation. Again, no one's going to report to Ohio DNR. Public awareness and warnings. They're issuing alerts and press releases to inform hunters and public about the disease, its a risk to deer, and what signs to look for. Limiting deer harvest in affected areas. That one kind of sucks.
Do what?
Limiting deer harvest in infected areas.
Limiting?
Mm-hmm. In some regions, Ohio may tighten deer harvest to reduce the quotas in affected zones to reduce stress on deer population because so many are dying.
Oh, so what they're saying, so basically, how many deer have died? Do they have a number on that?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
And then habitat and breeding site management advice. It says wildlife biologists are recommending habitat adjustments, reducing mucky or muddy shorelines and standing in shallow water that serve as midge breeding grounds, and then disease management areas. In some areas, new disease management areas are being established to closely monitor and manage outbreaks.
So Bill brings up a great point. His thing is deer will die if with the EHD, you can only hope for a frost, which is probably a great idea. Which, you know, if you get a heavy frost like that, it probably knocks them down or probably kills them. But nowadays, you know, next week it's going to be 75 degrees up at friggin' deer camp. I mean, and so this is one of these things that, you know, when you get someone like Travis, hunts in Texas all the time, so they're hunting in 70, 75 degree weather all the time. We're just, you know, to me, you know, you think, 75 degrees. Well, you know, shit, I'm hunting in a friggin' t-shirts and shorts out there. It's just, it doesn't feel like deer season for us up here in Michigan. But I guess you get a lot of the people down south that, you know, they're dealing with this all the time.
So it says in Ohio, as of mid-September 2025, 7,500 sick or dead deer have been reported to Ohio Division of Wildlife. So 7,000 deer. I'd say that's a good friggin' chunk.
Yeah, that's probably more than we took in the UP all last year.
In Ohio in 2024, there was, this is a crazy big number or a low number compared to 7,500. 2,000 deer all of last year were reported dead.
So it went from 2,000 to
To
7,500.
7,000, yeah.
That's quite a. So obviously, the winter they must either go dormant, or they must have maybe eggs that are laid.
No,
and,
I think it's based on the frost. If there is a frost, it kills them.
So, but what I'm saying is, next year, obviously, there must be eggs or something like that. They rehatch these things.
Yeah, it's something.
Right. Well, that's a crazy bad thing. I mean, and we've had the different stuff here in Michigan. Knock on wood. Thankfully, we're getting through a lot of that stuff. But it's kind
It
of like
makes you question, like, was what the DNR did that help by reducing or eliminating baiting
right.
and shit like that?
Bill says here in Pennsylvania, farmers are finding 10 to over 20 dead deer on their property.
Yep.
Only 3 counties are having an outbreak near me. That's a lot of friggin' deer. I
Yeah.
mean, you're talking 20 deer. That's a fair amount.
Yeah.
I mean, for us to see 20 deer on Shady Acres dead,
That'd be insane.
that would be hugely insane. You'd go, what the hell? And the
Yeah.
first thing you would do is say, okay, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Then it's almost like you would have to call the DNR in to say, look, we got all these dead deer. What's going on with it?
Yeah.
And I understand that there's the whole thing of, okay, the dead deer, they're being fed on by the coyotes and the friggin' eagles and the this, that, and the other thing. But it's something you don't want to have. You don't want that to happen.
No, it impacts a lot of things.
Sure. Yeah, over the years we've seen some different stuff. That's for darn sure. So, but anyway, not going to get too far out onto that. Turn my buck so
Why don't you bring your laptop down here?
I could.
I think it would be easy because then if you're thinking something while I'm talking, you could shoot me a text in the app, and then I could.
I could do that.
It's kind of
But,
like a
Or
live
you can-
notes.
I don't want to
Look
get
stuff up.
scolded for being on because then when someone else texts me,
Oh my
I
gosh.
immediately
He'll
it's,
sit there. Ooh,
that's right. That's right.
mashing it.
So anyway, get your license next couple of days. So here's my question.
We gotta. Do you want to? Actually, I'm not gonna ask. When you get your license,
Okay.
you need to get an ORV for your truck
Okay.
and the wheeler.
Wheeler.
I also gotta get that wheeler running.
Wheeler. So we now with our new motorbikes,
Yep.
we're getting helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pick up my phone so I can show you the helmets that Mom picked up?
Yes.
They are, I think, in my personal opinion, when she come up with these, I was so happy. One, that she's going to wear a helmet because she really needs to wear a helmet
Yeah.
on something like that. But for her to come up with this one, I was super stoked about it. So this is what she come up with, Shelb.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. And I can show, I don't know if it will show up or not, but these are supposed to be a DOT helmet as well. I don't know if anyone can see them, but so anyway, she also has come up with, she's like, oh, they have one for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting the one with the brown goggles.
Do
just
they fold
because
down nicely.
I'm not sure. We get them on Friday, so I won't be able to see them until I get
You
home.
should have got the one with the. It was black with brown goggles with the red pinstripe.
Black with brown goggles with a pinstripe. I'll have to look at them. Bill, we appreciate you subscribing to us. There's always good stuff to be seen on there. I've been trying to figure out how to load I did a little video on my boots, my new boots that I bought, and I guess I should send it to you and have you upload it. Just a little bit blurb thing on it, but that way you get some different videos. We did do
I missed this.
Being able to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the times that I kept sending them to you, you're like, you didn't say nothing. Where last year you were all fired up about them. You're
Well,
like,
she
hey,
likes to look at them, or she likes to be the first one to see them. Be like,
Sure.
look what I saw.
I'm all
Yeah.
over it, because then she sends them to me. She's like, hey, did you see that buck? And it's like, no, I haven't seen it, but now I got an idea what the hell I need to look at.
And then this one from 741 and 18 seconds. You have 4 doe on there at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 if this one peeking out is actually one. You need to get better quality cameras. They're great, but I need better.
Well, we'll have to friggin' talk to Tacticam. You gotta. You have 2
So-
really nice deer on your pile right now.
So we've discussed,
You might have that 11 on there.
Selfie.
Oh, yeah.
Camera's all friggin' dirty.
Selfie.
We actually had the,
This is why I would never, ever be
Because
able
they're
to
so
shoot a deer. Look how
cute.
cute it is.
but if you look, you
So
can see the
cute.
sausage right there on their ass end.
Can you stop
It's
talking?
delicious.
Dude,
But anyway,
you're set to friggin' military time.
you're right
you
now.
do, just-
I don't set it to anything.
you
I-
don't set anything.
I don't. This is your job. Some people are good at some things. Some people are good at other things.
What are you good at?
I'm good at hauling the tractor out there and getting the supplies out there so we can get a friggin' platform built, so we can get a blind put on it, so that we can kill deer, so that you can have sausage.
Is it a baby?
That is a little one.
They're
yes.
kissing.
Yes. They're like, hey, mom, I need some milk.
Stop it.
Just saying. But anyway, we're going to have the cameras rolling tomorrow. We'll have the cameras rolling next week. We'll try to get some decent videos of what's going on up there. I'll try to get some interviews with the guys. Some days they're all about doing interviews. We really don't have anything that we're going, I want to talk about the bow and arrow. Before we
now?
go, we got a few minutes before we go.
Okay.
So we were up this past weekend. Zach and I both took our bow and arrows up.
I was there.
Yes, you were. Did you take your bow and arrow up?
No.
All right. Well, that's why I probably didn't include you in Zach and I and Shelby. Zach and I took our bows up. Shelby did not take her bow up. And she also did not take her pocket knife up, which I bought her for Christmas, and I've never seen her use it. But anyway, so we took our bows up, and I shot my crossbow
Deads.
first.
Mine.
Shot
10
my
minutes,
crossbow first, and I was right on at 20 yards. I was probably up about an inch high, maybe an inch to the left. So it's like, okay, it's close enough. We'll move it out to 30. So I moved it out to 30. I shot, and Zach went, holy shit. It was like, I was like 5 inches high and 5 inches to the left. Well, I think one day when I was under the weather up there in my blind,
Let me spin this dial.
I actually probably did some adjusting on the scope, not knowing what the hell I was doing or why I was doing it. And I had it set at 275 feet per second. So needless to say, my bow was off. And so my shot, my perfectly placed shot that I thought I had last year on this giant 9-point, some people call it 8-point, but so that might have been a little high, which could have said the reason why maybe it didn't go down as quickly as I thought it would. Got the bow set up. We got it tuned in. If I miss or if I screw up at
Now this is
it's
officially your fault.
100% my fault. 100%.
I couldn't freaking see it.
Same thing goes with you as well.
I'm like a friggin' sniper.
Just want to let you know that yours is also set up. So if there's an issue with yours,
If it doesn't
same
drop right
issue.
there, I won't even tell anyone. I'll let it run off and die.
Oh no, there's no way that you'll friggin' not tell someone. There's no way. As soon as that friggin' because when it's like friggin' Vietnam with the phones up there, it's like bleep 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 bleep. Got one deer in, got two deer in. Oh, seen one. Oh, Lurch, there's one coming your way.
That's
RK,
so
there's
annoying.
one.
Isn't that annoying or no?
One coming your way.
No,
Oh,
because
it takes the boredom out.
yeah.
Yes.
So there's always, it's only a 75-acre parcel, but we always got stuff going on where we got, different things going different directions. So there is no way in hell you're going to let that friggin' sneak away without someone knowing.
That's true.
Eric said that he hasn't seen Zach do anything at Shady so far. Connie said, Shelby, did you ever get to shoot your 9 last weekend? Yes, I did. How'd she know about that? Did we
Last weekend? No,
Not last
a
weekend.
couple weekends ago. Yeah.
The week before that.
we
Did
talked
we-
about that you were taking it up
When?
when we were on live.
I don't remember the last time we did a live.
When we did live up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did that time, not the last time.
So how was it?
It was fine after I stopped crying.
So she did have a little issue, but Zach got her talked through it, told her safely how to do things and what happened. I think she felt very good about it. And at the end of the thing, she was shooting it one right after the other.
Slowly,
Just-
easy. It was like a mediocre version of that.
Just like that.
I was hoping. Oh, another one. I was hoping to. Oh, baby, it's so tiny.
It's so tiny.
But no, I can't rapid fire. I don't know how to do that.
Not yet. Next year, you'll get to that point.
Maybe.
Okay, guys, 8:30. We're out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't guarantee what's going to happen next week because I will be at Shady. Zach and Shelby will be on their way to Florida.
We'll be in Florida.
You'll be in Florida
Yeah, it's not gonna
on
happen
Thursday.
Next week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we're
Um,
not gonna do one next week.
So we will not be on live next week. Probably be the week
You
after.
could always do one up there.
I could. I
You should. It'd
obviously.
be so good.
What we need to get you to the point of doing is being able to come on and do them by yourself so that you can, so when you travel, you just hook it up, you talk for 20, 30 minutes, and then you get off.
And that is something that should happen. I'm not going to lie, that should happen. I don't want to, we've got 10 people in here tonight, and we've had some nice conversation with Graham and Bailey and Bill and Edward and Connie and Badass.
But if no one shows up,
But
you're like,
no one
"What
shows
the
up. Then it's
hell?"
like, God, I don't mind rambling to myself because I do all the time, but I don't want to, people come on, they're like, hey, did you hear this idiot on friggin' whatever?
That's what they'd say too.
They still, I mean, they say that now. It's
Well,
just,
that's okay though. I mean, at least now I can stare off and look at something
Yeah.
and pretend that I'm talking to someone,
Mhm.
which, maybe I should take Shelby's friggin' her picture.
yeah.
I
You can
go,
have a
hey,
full
Shelby,
conversation.
Yeah.
what are you
My
thinking? I
fat
mean,
head.
last weekend we had a little issue with a guy, and you told him off, and it was all good.
Me?
No.
Jonathan Marr, what's going on? We talk about hunting, life, plumbing, you name it. That's basically what we cover.
Nowadays, Jonathan, between now and the end of probably or middle of December, it's pretty much going to be hunting.
Yeah.
Because that's the season here in Michigan.
With a sprinkle of our wedding because we're getting married this week. Or this week.
This
This
week?
week?
Shit.
Holy cow, I
This
might not
year.
make it.
This year.
So yes, we do talk. I mean, and during the winter time, if you've got a conversation, Jonathan, you want to put out there, whether it be tap dancing or friggin' drinking beer or trying on shoes or mowing your grass, we're in for you. We talk about pretty much anything.
That's true.
Would you agree with that, Shel?
Yeah, but we don't let him talk about politics.
Yeah, we do try to eliminate politics. I'll throw a little bit out there and then I get shut way down, which is fine because there is a time and place for everything. And
He has to.
I'll be doggone it. This is not the place for politics, Shelby.
You don't have to tell me twice. He just asked a good question. Do y'all give tips about hunting for beginners? Oh, yes. You're in the right place.
We do the very best we can to try to lead you in the right direction.
Because
You
we're
just-
at the
see-
end of the day, we're
see
all
how-
beginners.
See how Eric said we sure can? You're supposed to be like, that's an exciting question. That's somebody who's engaging, who's going to come back. and-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if he has a question,
Take your meds.
we're ready to friggin' answer that question. So
Yeah.
fire us one right now because usually we're on here, Jonathan, we're on here usually from 7 to anywhere between 8 and 8:30. And tomorrow morning we're going to be headed up to our place called Shady Acres on the Sunrise side of Michigan. But yeah, absolutely. If you've got a tip, or if you're looking for a tip or something, not really a tip, but something we feel as
Tips
though
and tricks.
we can help you with, we'll try to tell you. If not, we're not, I'll tell you I don't know.
Eric says you're a 40-year beginner.
There's no question about it. And you know what? I'm not ashamed to say that I hooked up last year with the bow and arrow. Simple as that.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I missed one, plus I friggin' wounded one. So it is what it is.
Now, it would make a little bit more sense that you fricked with your bow, and that's probably why you missed more often than not.
Jonathan said, how do you know where the deer are? I don't have private land, so I only hunt WMA. What's WMA?
So is WMA like a state land or a federal land type thing, Jonathan?
It's probably.
So basically on something like that is you actually have to get out and walk it. Now, obviously, our hunting season is starting in October. So we're starting on Wednesday. And if you start tromping through the woods right now, you're going to have a lot of hunters that may not be super happy with you. But you know what? You got to find your deer and you got to make your own spot. So you know what? Now you got, as they say, you got to put the boots to the ground. The boots to the ground.
Boots and pants and
Boots and pants.
But yeah, just take off, get yourself a good compass, and also Jonathan, get yourself a compass. Look at it when you go in. If you're walking in east, you got to come out west. Don't rely on your phone GPS because sometimes you get in areas like us in the UP where that phone service is gone. You got no phone service. So do take yourself a compass along when you go. And then also, if you're parking somewhere and there's different area, leave put a note in your car. Hey, I left at this time or whatever the case may be, so that people don't get worried for you. And we'll go back to the story of our guys in our camp. Hello, John. Our guys in our camp about
So many Johns.
25 years ago parked their car on the side of US 2 in the UP. They walked through the woods.
Did you know that your cell phone still works without any service for a compass?
I did not know that.
It uses a magnometer inside the iPhone, which measures the Earth's magnetic field directly. No signal required.
So
Cool.
do you have to download a compass app?
There's
Comes
a
on-
compass app that comes on the iPhone.
Comes on the iPhone.
Most
Okay.
people uninstall it, but
Well, no, and I have that, but I didn't know if that was something I downloaded or
No.
not. So that will actually work.
Yep.
As long as your battery don't die.
Yeah.
So going back to Jonathan, make sure you take a compass with you. You can buy them at Meijer, buy them at Walmart, any of the small stores. Get one that is a little bit more expensive. You're only going to pay $10-12 for them. But get one, put it in your pocket.
Or you can have one here.
You can, but what happens if your battery dies?
Oh.
well, you shouldn't have been watching that
Uh,
hussy
blah,
stuff
blah,
in your blind for the last 6
stop,
hours.
please. Thank you.
So make sure you get yourself a compass. When you have your compass in hand and you're looking at it, hold it away from your body, because if you have any metal on your body in certain areas, it
Let
will.
the bodies hit the floor.
I was kind of thinking more like, I was on not
Oh, here we go.
not to jump off, but I was on Facebook Marketplace today, and some lady was selling her nipple piercings.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've
get-
seen that
Like the
more
jewelry?
recently.
The
Yeah.
jewelry?
Yes. So make sure you hold
It's
your
weird.
phone away from them, so that way the north doesn't go to the magnetic on wherever you have your belt buckle.
I feel like
or whatever.
that's a common issue Badass has.
Okay.
Uh,
Thanks, guys, for coming.
Anyway, we have to sneak out of here. It's 8:30, 8:34.
I'm tired.
Shelby is tired. We got to
And we have
go.
football to watch.
Pontoon Jody is here. Holy hell.
Wow, it's been a while.
Haven't seen her in forever. But now we have to go because she's here. Anyway, 8:30. Usually we're here 7 to 8:30, 8:30. We won't be here next Thursday unless I get some
The only day I
gumption.
was thinking about it was Sunday.
Okay. Sunday would actually work out.
'Cause
You'll
it would
be hung,
right before friggin' opener.
you'll
or-
be hung over like a bitch. Oh, you're talking this Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
So.
Yeah. So maybe we'll come back on Sunday.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Hold on.
wow. Mike is here. Holy shit, Mike's here. Now everyone's here. Can we
What is
leave?
happening?
Yeah, we're signing off. We'll sign off real quick.
Can we leave now because Mike's here?
Oh.
You know what? He probably called. He probably stopped by just to tell us he took his sign down or took our sign
Yeah.
down.
Probably. He's on the same schedule as us for uploading videos.
So I'm
1 month, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago.
He did get some new tools though up there. He got a new sawmill and got some other stuff. I feel like I'm jipping myself here. I've got Jody here. I've got Mike here. I've got John Bain in here. We got the new Jonathan here, and it's now it's getting late. And I
Yeah.
got no drinks. I feel like I should be drinking
Yeah.
right now too.
All your friends are here.
Oh,
Now you want to
that's
hang
right.
out.
That's right. Anyway, Sunday night, 7 o'clock. 7
He said the
o'clock.
sign's still up.
Huh?
Yay.
He said the sign's still up.
Yeah, perfect. We like it. We did talk about looking for a place to go riding next year in the UP.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
We might do a little trail ride depending on if Zach if he can ride his scooter down some of the
I'll
sandy
have a
trails.
friggin' bike by then.
So we may come up and do a tour of the UP. Shelb, would you be able to ride a CT90 or something like that up there?
Not if I'm pregnant.
Oh, no.
Well, okay.
no.
Imagine you're not.
What's
Would
a
you
CT90?
like Dad's old school bike or that red one we just got?
No.
What about the old school one? You rode that one. I think that's
no,
a little
I
bit.
didn't.
Yeah, you did. You
No, I
rode up and
didn't.
down the street.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
so,
you did.
So, Shelb, here's the thing. We would love to tour the UP, but it's got to be as a group.
Can I bring my moped?
Yeah, you can bring your moped.
Then yeah, I'm in.
I'll have to buy you an old shitty beat up one just in
Why?
case you fall off
I
it.
will not.
You might.
So I think that would be great. We're going to do a tour of the UP next year. So if anyone's got scooters or a little,
Oh,
we
that'd be
should
sweet.
we
Get,
should
like,
do a
group of
little
people.
ride.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would
That'd
be cool.
Yeah. So and you'll all be able to check out. You know what? Maybe I'll wear my helmet on Sunday down here.
When you vacuum.
No,
No, yeah,
my new
yeah.
one that I just got. I'll put on camouflage and I'll wear my helmet.
That
And I'll
would
put the
be
goggles
sweet.
on.
You got to put, and if you're gonna put on anything, it's got to be the old ass army coat that you have,
Okay.
because that one, I think that goes well with that old style helmet.
You know, so here's what I could do. I think I still have, being that we're gonna go all we could do like I think I got some of my old chaps.
Okay.
Maybe we could do some assless chaps, the camouflage,
Yep.
and then the helmet on
That'd
top.
be sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, we got to get the hell out of here because it's Thursday night and I got to go pack my stuff, got to get my trailer hooked up so we can get the hell out of here and go to Shady.
Hold on, everyone. Any live stream from here on out, we are going to be doing a giveaway. You pay the shipping because we're not shipping all this stuff for free. We just are getting rid of some stuff. So keep that in mind.
And with that being said, let's get the hell out of here.
5 days, Mike.
Charlie the plumber. God damn, I forgot.
One of the few things
One
in
of the
life.
few things in life you get for free, even on the internet. See ya.
Charlie the plumber,
No forward down the
That's
field.
it. living the good life, doing it his way. Oh, come on, folks. Hey, it's Charlie.
Don't want to leave. Don't want to leave now.
Whew.
down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave.